say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings.
To kick off for New Orleans.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. For the Vikings and Saints, you might recall they battled in the wild card round a season ago, and it was the guys in purple who came in and pulled off the upset, with Kirk Cousins finding Kyle Rudolph in the end zone in overtime to sew up a 26-20 win. On second down, Cook. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Ball carrier.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
37-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding Harris over the middle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll get this back across the midfield. Strikeman down the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. On the ground, it's Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run again on 1st down. Cook, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 1st quarter lead. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, More pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it, but for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And just look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Vikings 14, Saints 7.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a run with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
The pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense? We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one, they help force another incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
31-yard line.
They run. Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across this one goes for 20.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll look to throw here on first down. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Returning it, Johnson. Good-looking return set up here.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
10 at the 34-yard line.
first down. He'll drop to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
8 yards there and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground. This time, Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
17-yard line.
That's out to the left flat and complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Saints 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Saints.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
And now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. gun. They'll look to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw here. And he fires one incomplete.
Intended for Deontay Harris. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Complete.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return will stop right around the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deontay Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
6-yard line.
They pitch it out to Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Vikings, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.